We're doing it. It's happening. Press you. Take the swords. They don't have double. Well, no, they're all going to be hasty. They're just actually dead here. Actually dead. And we can F6. Bang, bang. Oh, come on. Let it happen. Don't scoop yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me attack. Let me attack. Come on. Come on. Okay, welcome back to another pre-modern video. Today we are playing Dragonstorm. This is one of the most fun ways that you can play Magic. If you haven't seen this card, it is 8 plus a red, so total of 9. That's right, total of 9. We got a 9er here. It has Storm on it. And what it does is you get to search your library for a dragon permanent card and put it right onto the battlefield. So if you can get up to the mana required to cast this spell, well, presumably you've cast a couple spells up until that point, and you get to put in some hasty dragons. There's not much in the way of options for dragons. These are the only hasty ones. There's a couple considerations. There's one that's black and red that returns a dragon from your yard to play. You can play like Frantic Search and a little more graveyard oriented. But it seems a little bit sloppy. Deck is already clunky enough. I feel like it's something that probably tough to pull off. But then you can run like Ancient Tomb for the Frantic Search to be able to accelerate, but the mana base just gets so sloppy, and it already is, even just trying to make the colors work as best as possible. I'm not 100% sure I've done that, but I think so. I spent a fair amount of time trying to figure it out. It's a shame you can't play Scalding Tarn. But yeah, the basic idea is we have some cantrips to smooth things out, and then we have rituals, and then we have Dragonstorm, and of course we have Burning Wish to get the Dragonstorm so that we can leverage Lion's Eye Diamond, and so that we have a nice Burning Wish package to add flexibility. The list that I was given didn't have Burning Wish. The couple other lists that I looked at also didn't have Burning Wish. Kind of blows my mind. Once again, most of them were playing Impulse. I'm not going to play Impulse. I'm going to play Sleight of Hand and Opt. I think they're better. I do, however, think that Latnam's Legacy is a requirement, and I think playing anything less than 4 is actually pretty insane. At least in my goldfishing, you have to be able to put these dragons back into the deck. It's so clunky otherwise, and boy does it feel like a draw 2. It's like the best card in the deck. I don't think 3 is correct. I'm going to run 4 all day. Also redundant unwanted copies of Burning Wish, Bladewing, land. It's just an incredible card for this deck. But even then, even still, you do often enough wind up with too many dragons in your hand, and a non-lethal storm count. You can play a second Rorix, but it's legendary, so obviously that's diminishing returns. It only really helps if the dragon that you happen to draw is it, as opposed to Volcanic Dragon. So I don't think that's particularly good. Plus it just increases the chances that you draw the card, which is not what you want. Having said that, I mean, non-zero amount of the time we will just be casting them. One of the reasons I do have a reanimate in the sideboard is things will probably get a little bit sloppy at times, and we can just bring a dragon back. You don't need something like Shallow Grave, because these things have haste anyways, plus obviously reanimate you can get with Burning Wish. It's painful, sure, but I think it's worth a slot in the sideboard. We got a couple bounce spells post board, some bolts for pesky things, and goes right to their face to try to finish them off if the dragons don't get there, which I've been told from a Dragonstorm player that one of their most frequent ways of losing is not quite getting across the finish line. Comboing, but not finishing them off. So I like having Lightning Bolt. I like having Reckless Abandon. It's like a 1 mana Fire Blast, does 4 damage. We're gonna have a creature to sacrifice in most circumstances, so I think it'll be nice to be able to reach for that. Haven, similar. Can be a sweeper, can be a discount, or free, depending on how you look at it, way to wipe the board, or even deal damage for 1 mana less than Reckless Abandon. Of course, you do have to have the red card. It also hits yourself, but I would imagine there's circumstances in which this card is going to be great. Meltdown, obvious application, or at least most obvious, would be something like Sphere of Resistance, Anarchy, kills white stuff. Infernal Contract for when we're not quite there, but we do have a Burning Wish and we've got black mana and we can afford to pay the life, or we are forced into doing so. It's a draw 4. And some additional disruption / protection out of the board that we can both get with Burning Wish, or we could bring it in if we wanted to. And then Pyroclasms, because I think it's just probably the best and most efficient way to interact with the board. Post board, I don't hate having access to it with the Burning Wish, but mostly I'm just going to be bringing it in. But yeah, I mean, we've got some missing pieces, right? As far as game 1, Burning Wish doesn't cover everything. You can do that. You can get different colored things and change your mana base, or rely on Petal and LED or whatever to be able to kill enchantments and whatnot. But I think for the most part, game 1, you're not as worried about something like enchantments or larger creatures. And there's no Void Snare in this format. Otherwise, I'd probably play one. All the bounce spells are pretty expensive, and I don't think they're necessarily worth it. Again, I think game 1, you don't need that quite as much, so we can just lean on Chain of Vapor post board, and I think the red spells cover the things that you are more frequently going to wind up having to deal with, especially in game 1. So, it's my first stab at the deck. I was given the freedom to change it how I want. It is wildly different than what I was given and what I'm seeing, so it should be interesting to you if you don't know the format or the deck, or if you do know the format and you do know the deck. Having said that, none of this is particularly groundbreaking. Most lists, or plenty in the past, that played Burning Wish. Most of them are Grixis playing some number of blue cantrips, discard, rituals, and most of this sideboard stuff I've seen in and out of some of the sideboards. Of course, I should mention, I think I forgot to in the beginning, this is another dono deck from Phil, of whom I really appreciate keep sending these in, because I love this format. And the more donation decks that you guys send me, the more I can justify spending my time doing this, as opposed to some other means to make a living. The support that everyone has given me, whether you're just watching, subscribing on Twitch, signing up for coaching sessions, Patreon, donation decks, is altogether been enough such that I can do this part-time and do something else part-time and make that work. And basically, the more that you guys support me, the less I have to do my other part-time work. So when you do this, you allow me to do what I love, as opposed to something monotonous and shitty, which is of course the dream. So thank you for making it happen, and let's get in there and get not just Stormy, but Dragonstormy. See you in round 1. All right, here we go. Round 1 against a bunch of letters, and we're on the play. We'll take those. No lands. Send that one back. Oh, come on. We're going to start off with a double no lander. We'll go to 5. Guess we'll keep. I guess I want Burning Wish instead of Dragonstorm. On average, it's going to be easier to resolve Dragonstorm off of Burning Wish in case we find LEDs. If I really need to, I can always just cast Burning Wish and put Dragonstorm in my hand. I will pick up another land. Gonna let on Duress, I suppose. Oh, they're playing Burn. Okay. Well, I don't like mulling to 5 against Burn. Well, against anything, really. But I will cast the Duress. Take the Vortex. And yeah, I'll cast the other one too. Take the Fire Blast. Well, we dodged some damage there. You could take Curse Scroll, but I don't know. It's a very costly card, so So I don't mind them having it too much. They get in for 2. They Mog Fanatic and Lava Man. So they have a Mountain and a Curse Scroll left. Definitely not bad cards to have. Swamp. So do I want to get a Sweeper? Kinda have to, right? We'll get a Pyroclasm. Our lands are disappearing, which at least powers up this Cabal Rit. They play Foothills. They should probably use their Lava Man so that they can get as much damage out as possible. What they have on board. Yeah. Then just play out a Curse Scroll. And then we'll be taking at least 2 damage a turn. Rorix is one of the worst draws in the deck. I will cast a Pyroclasm. Take 1 from Fanatic. 2 from Lava Man. Go down to 12. They'll take 2 from the Jackal Pup. And pass it over. A Mountain. And pass. Petal. Okay. Well, I'm 1 red source away from playing a 6/5 Flying Haste, which is not bad. Actually, any mana source. No, it's not true. It's triple red. It's not the other one. We're actually pretty far away from casting this. They drew Lightning Bolt. Best possible. Wow. That's pretty much better. Yeah, I don't actually have a way to win now. Those were insane draws. Yeah. Okay, alright. I like the Pyroclasms. I'm bringing all 3 into the main deck. And I think I'm just going to replace my Duress with those. I want my full plan A. Like, Duress is fine. It'll hit, like, Fire Blast or a Bolt or something. But I don't really need it. I'd rather have Pyroclasm. Oh, I should play Lightning Bolt instead of... Totally forgetting I even have bolts. I should have Bolt in for the other Duress. And probably something else as well. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. A little painful. It's kind of a bummer. But a lot of the deck is painful. Maybe it's Justice, though. They said they lose to me a lot. It would explain why I started a game, and then they started their own game instead of joining my game. But then I canceled mine and joined theirs. Yeah, I'll take that swamp. The land's not going to cost me even 1 life. We take those. Let's see, in before Pyroblast. Put the dragon back into the deck. Card is so sick. Draw 2. Okay, more lands that don't hurt. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 mana away from Dragonstorm. If I draw Burning Wish, I'll have 9. I'll be 2 mana away. I like our odds here. Be nice to just draw a Dark Rit. Their best draw. Another Dragonstorm is not it. Okay. Let's pass. I think I'm going to take a counter off of this Gemstone Mine on end step. And getting it into the graveyard for Cabal Rit could very well be important. But we've largely missed our timing window here. We're getting Ball Lightninged. Me without having brought in my bolts. Alright, let's tap that. Take 8. Effectively 10. We're at an effective 5 right now. Alright. Let's draw Dark Rit right now. A Ball Rit. That do it. My land drop. I am dead to Fire Blast if I tap City of Brass, but might have to. We'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 shy. That's a bummer. Very much died. Another Ball Lightning. Alright, GG's. GG's. Couldn't put it together quick enough. Very close. I think this game could have been a lot different had I brought in Lightning Bolts. I meant to. But I'll see you in round 2. Alright, round 2 against Napcaster. We're on the play. We'll take those. Napcaster has... Wait, what? I thought I created the game. Did I create the game to have 40 minutes on the clock? I'm gonna have to recheck that. I guess we'll keep this. We might just wind up casting a dragon pretty quick. They mulligan to 5. Play Polluted Delta. Black-white. I'll play Gemstone Mine. 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn we can cast this. We want to use 2 Cabal Rits and a Petal. See what happens here. Another Petal. I feel like it's not worth it. I feel like it's really easy for them to just have an Edict or something. but maybe I'm wrong. Dark Rit makes it a little more appealing. You had a swamp. Yes, Dark Rit. Cabal Rit. Red. Red. 4/4 Flying Haste. Maybe I should have used one of the petals instead of the Cabal Rit. I don't think it matters though. Swords, yeah. Okay, okay. They've got 4 cards. Well, we got a lot of mana. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. 6. We pretty much have Threshold, so we have like 13 mana. Would be in pretty good shape if we find a Burning Wish or a Dust Bowl us. Sure, it's just gonna turn my Cabal Rid on quicker. Even have enough mana to draw like cantrip into action. I mean, we do have a lot of action. 12 cantrips, 4 Burning Wish, 3 Dragonstorm, and just any of the dragons. Vindicate my swamp, sure. I've got mana. Jeez. 113. Like, I don't even need my lands at this point. I just have enough mana in hand. Keep destroying my lands, sure. Dragon, sure. Another land. It's gonna play it. I want to keep blowing them up, that's fine. Yep. No problem. It's in for 1. Duress. I guess I'll cast it. Those are both pretty darn good. I guess I'll take Scrying. It's kind of scary. Okay, they get in for another 1. They're going to Decree of Justice. Make a 4/4. Yeah, this Duress is a little late. A little bit late. It's pretty insane we still haven't drawn action. And taking the swords is not bad. But we desperately need some action. Gerard's Verdict. Lotus Petal. And Cabal Rit. Maybe it should have been one of the LEDs, actually. Now Dragonstorm itself is not a good draw. Yeah, that was a mistake. They're empty-handed. Island. Pick up the dragon. Cycle the dragon. Arrest me, sure. Took the Dark Rit. Light a hand. We drew something. Dragon we can't cast. I'm gonna take the Delta. 3, 6, 9, 10. I guess we don't actually... Well... I draw Burning Wish, I get Pyroclasm, at least. It's not gonna stop that, though. Yeah, it's about time. By about time, I mean too late. It's the best card in the deck, though. Bummer, bummer. I mean, that was turn like 13. I can't believe how much we missed. Might need more action in this deck. Maybe you're not allowed to play Duresses in the main deck. You just have to play Impulses. I don't think I'm changing anything. Run it back. On the play. Okay. Really not the best hand. You don't really want Cabal Rits early. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan. Sleight of hand here. Take the swamp. Just want to be filling our graveyard. Given Reef is not the worst. Lay some lands out. What do we got? The rest? Yeah, I'll fire that off. Double Swords. Seal of Cleansing. Skeletal Scrying. Take one of the swords. And we're getting pretty close here. Really don't care about Seal of Cleansing at all. Opt. That could do it. Petal, Dark Rit. Does Fetch Land do it? 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first Cabal Rit won't have Threshold, but the next 2 will. The problem is if I won't have any red source. I should bottom it. That might actually do it. Fetch, go to 5. I Cabal Rit, go up to 3 black. Duress. 5 cards. Cabal Rit's 6, Duress is 7. Then both of these are on. 5, 8. Exactly enough. Sweet. We're doing it. It's happening. Press you. Take the swords. They don't have double. Well, no, they're all going to be hasty. They're just actually dead here. Actually dead. And we can F6. Bang, bang. Oh, come on. Let it happen. Don't scoop yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me attack. Let me attack. Come on. Come on. How about you, but I got 22 in play. All right, run it back. Okay, this hand is not bad. And is well-rounded. I like it. Ballret, pretty good. Play out a fetch land. Get all of our colors. Even if I draw a bad card, I can put it back with Lotnom. Double planes in this economy. Another petal. Another petal. I could just go get Dragonstorm. I have to play out my Shivan Reef. I mean, that's probably fine. Let's get Swamp. Play Shivan Reef. Play Burning Wish. Get Dragonstorm. Next turn I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 shy of Dragonstorm. We play out of Caves. Alright, we had a dragon, but that's okay. We've got Lotnom's Legacy. What a sweet card. And Duress. I guess I just let it go. They're not going to take Lotnom's Legacy. They're going to take Dragonstorm. That's going to be the same either way. I mean, if they want to take Lotnom's Legacy, that's fine. Then we're back to just draw any mana. Alright, let's play Lotnom. That one back. Draw 2. Okay. Okay. Play Sleight of Hand. I'm going to take the land. And then we're going to Lotnom's Legacy, probably a Petal. Still looks pretty good for us here. Still have the other Petal for a red source. They want a Dust Bowl or Shivan Reef. Get another island. Put the Petal back. Come on, baby. Oh, pretty bad. I'm going to cast one. And they're probably going to Swords it. They Dust Bowled. Interesting. Wrath of God? Sure. Got City Vass. Guess I want to keep my Petal because they're going to blow up my red sources. Yes means I dark red. 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 Play another one. If at any point I draw Burning Wish, I can always reanimate a dragon as well. Get Duress. Then a Dust Bowl. Get a little Scrying. Main phase. Damn, that would have been perfect. They didn't also have that Duress. Well, they do go to 2. Gerard's Verdict. Yep. Swords. Sure. Dust Bowl. Okay. LED. I guess that's probably safer in play. They're currently dead to a Burning Wish. I could just cast Haven. Duress. Yeah, sure, I'll cast it. That's a lot of Degree of Justice. Never gaining life. Well, they could Verdict themselves. I'm actually going to take that. Most likely way we win here is by drawing Burning Wish. I mean, we're 21 cards through and we haven't yet. You know. And we have 12 cantrips. We've only drawn 3 of them. I think we actually need more action in this deck. So now we can't cast Burning Wish if we draw it. We had to hit a red source as well. And they Vindicate. So that one I have to hold. Still alive to drawing Burning. Well, I guess we don't just win, because now I don't have enough mana for Cave In. I have to find another red card. We did not. I guess at this point, technically... Oh, no. They have so much mana, they can just make... Well, it's not quite lethal. They Vindicate. I mean, they're just drawing bangers. We do nothing but mana. We do have a lot of mana in our deck. I'll say that. There's a Lotnom's Legacy. That would have been nice a few turns ago. I just want to see what we would have drawn next. There it is. Bomber. See you in round 3. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links, which will bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. All right, we're in round 3. I made a couple small changes. I got a couple Duress. I'm not sure if we can afford to be playing them. Or a couple Impulse. Took one Swamp out and added an Island. And kicked the Cabal Therapy out of the sideboard. And played a Duress. Maybe he wants more discard in the sideboard. But at least now we get a little more action. And we are on the play against Bambono. And of course we have a 1-lander with 2 Impulse. Classic. 2 dragons in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. It's not great. I'm gonna bottom Dragonstorm. Wish I was on the draw with this hand. I'm gonna play Swamp and just pass. If I draw Blue Source, we're cooking. If I don't, probably gonna have to use Petal. Redraw Dragonstorm. Well, let's play Petal. Let's opt. Land on top, baby. Had it the whole time. Cast Sleight of Hand. Grab Dark Ritual. So we're trying to get to 11 mana. We have 2, 4, 7s for 4 mana away. Looks like they're playing control. Just in time to cut a couple Duress. Oh, well. I'm gonna cast one of these. Go get our Duress. Pass the turn. An end step and Impulse or something. Yep. Skycloud Expanse, I want to say, usually means Parallax Tide. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we pretty much died. What a dumb card, huh? Well, the rest can take a Stifle or something. They do have 6 cards in hand, so I don't know how much it's actually going to disrupt their plan. But we will find out. What do we got here? Abeyance, Impulse, Opalescence, Replenish. Wow, these are beating. I guess I'll take Abeyance, but Replenish is a problem. At the very least, they can replenish back the Parallax Tide. Hey, the Opalescence. They can start getting in. Drew land, so that's pretty good. We're still 4 mana away. Impulse, sure. Another land. So they have 2 unknown. You go to 9. You may draw a dragon. Pretty terrible. Tied down to no counters. Replenish is still going to be an issue, though. I really want to draw Duress, I guess. Another land. I will pass. We get our lands back. And then they take them again. No, I guess not. They have some sort of counter instead. I mean, even if we draw land, I can hardcast this dragon. Did not. Let's cast Sleight of Hand. Is there another Burning Wish or a land? I think it's just land. Could try to cast Infernal Contract. I think I'm just going to pass, though. Now I have enough Dragonstorm off of Burning Wish, but I would imagine they have a counter. So I think I start by hardcasting Volcanic Dragon. LED's not the worst. Get Island. We take 1 pain. And I mean, they have a sword, so I would imagine they would let it go. And then we gain 4 life. Yep. And hoping to draw mana in front side this Dragonstorm on LED mana. One of the worst possible. Sure. Get that dragon on the stack. Mana leak. Another swords. Another swords. Okay. Still got 3 dragons in the deck. Another Parallax Tide. Yep. Okay. Interesting. 2, 4, I have 10. I'm 1 shy. Ugh. There's a timely Parallax Tide. To be fair, they're flooding out a little bit. Well, it's turn 11. I'm a storm deck with fewer lands. And I blew one up. That's a Replenish. Go after my swamp. Oh, I'm gonna cast this Lotnom. They have 2 unknown. Dragonstorm back. Need red source. What is this? Abeyance. Yeah, that'll do it. And we didn't draw all that well anyways. Okay, alright. Well, I'm gonna run it back. Alright, we'll take the play. We've got a discard spell and some fast mana. I guess we keep this. Are we duressing? I believe so. Pretty good hand. Take their impulse. Hopefully it makes them stumble a little bit. But they've already got 3 lands and a FOF, so I think it's more so hopefully we can just get underneath them. We're gonna need to draw like Burning Wish. Lot Nom would be excellent. Lands are not like terrible, but we gotta find some action. I feel like just game after game we have no cantrips, even though there's 14 of them in the deck. Okay, more lands. Lands. Okay, they get land drop number 3. Actual factual. Still 3 mana away from that. We could burn Petal and Cabalret to cast the Volcanic Dragon, but I'm not going to do that. Now we're going to get Fact or Fiction done end step, and it's probably going to be over. You need to start drawing things. That is the opposite of drawing things. Yikes. Fact or Fiction. Yeah, I don't see us getting through this. I think I'm going to go next. We just have so much we have to find. I guess it starts with Lot Nom. We draw that, because then we can draw a bunch of cards. Okay. Well, I'm still off it. Let's go next. See round 4. Alright, round 4 against Tonitarka. We're on the play. Take that. Oh boy. God, 9 mana is so much. I'm gonna keep. I feel like per usual, we don't have much of a chance unless we find Lot Nom. I'm gonna lead on Duress. There are some broken starts in this format. Although I really would rather have an island. Maybe I should just let on Gemstone Mine, but that's not great either. Alright. We'll go Duress. Then stop like Dark Ritual Hippie, turn 1 Sphere. Don't care about Defense Grid. Get Tinker Fling here, is what we're against. Don't care about Web. Probably just take the Fling. That or Impulse. Yeah, I guess I'll take Impulse. Play out the Sphere. And draw a Dragon. Amongst the worst draws in our deck, let's opt. I mean, I don't think we can get rid of a Dark Ret. Defense Grid is fine by me. Lotus Petal. So 3, 4, 6. We're still 3 mana away. Could cast. Well, I already moved into combat, but cast a dragon if we wanted to. May have been the better play. I'd love to draw Lot Nom's Legacy. They're gonna play Levo's Web. And another Web. LED. Yeah, I think we gotta pass. Impulse. Yeah, I think this deck has some serious issues. I have some ideas. This is actually day 2 of me playing. Yesterday I did the other matches, and I was thinking about it this morning. They cracked the Sphere. This is like a Devourer combo. Ball Writ. Not quite enough yet. We have 3, 6, 7. We're still 2 mana away. If we draw Burning Wish is enough if we draw that. But we're gonna have to pass. Burning Wish is enough because I can get Threshold. I can use Petal, Dark Ret, and put Burning Wish and Cabal Writ on the stack, and then crack LED, and then Cabal Writ will resolve and make 5 mana. I mean, we're getting pretty close. We're 1 mana away. If I'd been tapping my Gemstone Mine to get Threshold, we'd actually have it here. So that at least means next turn we have it 100%. Guess I get rid of a Dragonstorm. They know what's up now. I mean, they've also failed to fire. Lucky for us. Alright, it's go time. Dark Ret, Petal, LED, make red, cast Cabal Writ. Close to enough casting the dragon and the Dragonstorm, that's funny. Alright, here come the dragons. It only took, you know, turn 7. Got to do the thing again. Okay, I do want the extra Duress and trim one of the Cabal Writs. Okay. We can keep this hand. Alter, sure. Let's lead on Duress again. Just double webbing it. I mean, Zip can be a very good card in the format, and it is just a 2 mana, 2 colorless draw card. And their deck needs to be getting through the deck and putting artifacts into play, so it makes sense. Alright, let's go get an island. Yeah, sleight of hand. Any lot noms? No, but I'll take another sleight of hand. And I will cast this. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to cast the opt. Alright, LED's nice. We will pass. We have 2, 4, 7, 8. We need 11. 3 mana away. If we draw LED, we can do the thing. Light a hand. Okay, I'll cast one of those. There's an LED. Yeah, I'll take that. Cast the other Slight. Take another land. So close. But we have it next turn. Best draw is Duress. Although, it probably doesn't matter. We're either dead right now or they're dead next turn. I believe that means we're dead. We do get to see a bunch of their deck. Petal, Mindstone. Just gonna fetch so I can F6 here. Although we bottomed to Dragon, I probably shouldn't shuffle it back in, but it's whatever. I don't care. We dead. Gemstone Mine. Mindstone. Factor Fiction. Crystal Vein. Fence Grid City. Gemstone. Okay, they're going ham on the activations. Nothing really of note here. Combo is just Devourer plus Alter. Or you can Tinker for Devourer. Or Devourer plus Fling. And then a bunch of acceleration and cantrips to get you there. Alright, I think I've seen enough. That was close. I guess if given the opportunity, I would wait till turn 2 to dress. Maybe even turn 3, depending on what they do. Yeah, I'm not going to dress on 1. This hand is pretty good. Let's cast Sleight of Hand. Take a Dark Writ. Leading on City. Yep. Well, something tells me this Duress is going to be good. Double Duress. Well, it's certainly possible to lose here because I don't Dark Writ first, but I think I also lose. I am wishing that I led on Gemstone Mine. I need this Dark Writ though. Nice. That Tinker out of here. Let me play Web. I'm gonna play out a Shivan Reef. There's not much reason not to. To play a City of Traders. Uh-oh. They drew Tinker? Or they're gonna crack Sphere looking for it. It's pretty desperate. But they might just have it. I don't think you just go looking for it. Yep. Get rid of the web. Yeah, I mean, it only does so much on their own, on its own. Let's see what they get with this. Yeah, they get the Devourer. We draw an LED. I might Dark Writ so that I can Duress and Lot Nom this Dragonstorm away. Pretty far away from it. We're on the Burning Wish plan since we have 2 LEDs. Yeah, let's Dark Writ, Duress. Okay, they got nothing. Lot Nom's Legacy. And hope that we find, like... We need, like, a Ritual and a Burning Wish. We definitely need a Burning Wish. Another Legacy is fine. We'll keep things moving. There's a lot of ways we just die. We got the Shivan Reef. Defense Grid. Yeah, I guess you don't really want to use this to get a big creature, because if you flip another Devourer, it'll wind up dying. Opt. Yeah, play Gemstone. Maybe Lot Nom that opt away. Can't do it on their turn because of grid. Not that it would matter, they're not interacting, neither are we. Okay, we found the Ritual, we have an opt, we gotta find Burning Wish here. Before they draw something. It's not Burning Wish. I have exactly enough if I find Burning Wish. Not Burning Wish. That's not Burning Wish. Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 2 away from Dragonstorm itself. But Burning Wish and we're popping off. Draw off the Mind Stone. Have they found it? Impulse. Okay. Not quite dead yet, but probably dead next turn. Oh, we could be dead if they find Altar. Off of that. Yeah. Damn. We were definitely favored there. Oh, I don't even get to see the next card. That's a bummer. We had so many looks at winning both of those games that we lost. Okay, final round against juanancas. We're on the play. I will keep this hand. Basically any hand with lot noms is going to be good. They mulligan at 5. Out this island. Oops. And we'll pass. Uh-oh. Dark Rit. Phyrexian Arena. Okay. We're probably not going to have much time here. Looking for more LEDs and Dark Rits. Alright. We're going to be lot nomming. Probably get hit by discard. Wasteland. Oof. Lot nom this dragon away. Okay, nothing else at least. Another island. Another island. I'm going to play Lines of Diamond out. Oh, this is going to be tough. It's a lot of islands. Okay, we draw Dark Rit. So we need a black and a red source. And we're 1 mana shy, but if we're not going to be 1 mana shy once we get a black and a red source, so that's a hippie. That'll certainly make things harder. Okay. That's pretty good. We could definitely pop off next turn, but we're probably going to get hit by Duress here. We want this to hit Duress. One of the Burning Wishes would be fine. Dark Rit, we didn't really want that. 4, 5, 6, 9. Now we're going to be I'm not going to have enough mana. Another hippie, jeez. Okay. Well, we hit the red source. So we have 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. We're 1 shy. I'm going to Pyroclasm. Pyroclasm is real good here. Say that. Oop. And now we need to somehow dodge a discard spell and draw any mana source. No, we get Duress immediately. By immediately, I mean turn 6. But certainly when it mattered. Oof. Okay. Dragonstorm, yep. 3, 4, 5, 8. Even if we draw Cabal Rit, I'm still 1 away. 9 mana is so much. I have ideas for this deck, but I don't think it can involve traditional rituals. We did draw the Cabal Rit. An Exalted Angel. Well, could be a problem. 3, 5, 8. Yeah, we're 1 shy. Also, it's only 2 Storm at the moment. Best draw would be cantrip into Cabal Rit. But I'll take a Dark Rit. Land. Is 2 dragons gonna get there? I have 5 cards. I think we have to try it. Cabal Rit. Make a red. Okay. Also, if we draw a dragon, it's pretty good. We have 6 mana now. Alright, we want the 6/5 and the 4/4. Yep. Get hit by double swords. Yeah, I think that about does it. Like, pretty much we hit a nice timing window and just consistently just shy in terms of mana. Alright, let's play the bolts instead of Duress. And Pyroclasms. Trim a Cabal Rit. We'll leave 1 Pyroclasm in the board. And not bring in both bolts. Well, this one doesn't work. Oh boy. 3 Dragonstorms. I don't know that you can go to 5 with this deck. Certainly not against the discard deck. I will play an island. Womp go. Another Cabal Rit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana right now. And we're going to need a black or red source at least anyways. Before we can really do anything. Vindicate, yeah, that's painful. I guess I'll play out this petal. There's a hippie. Burning Wish. Let's discard the dragon still. Getting hit by a hippie. I mean, there is a non-zero chance we pull this off. But it's very slim. See what they'll hit. Hit a Cabal Rit. That's not great for us. Bard's Verdict. Let's get rid of a Dragonstorm. Another Burning Wish. Another Dark Rit. Take another hit from the hippie. Lose a Dark Rit. Exalted Angel. Okay, I think we died. Okay, that was a beating. I don't think... So there's two other things you could do with this deck. And the problem with this is you just can't... 9 is just too much for like a traditional cast some cantrips, have discard, and then pop off and the coast is clear. Because when you get to that point, you still wind up 1 mana shy, multiple mana shy, not the right colors, whatever it is. So either you have to, and this is the strategy that I saw from a friend of mine who sent me his friends list, who's like a Dragonstorm enthusiast, and they're playing, and I considered this, but I just figured the mana base would be too sloppy, and it'd be really tough to pull off, but, and I still think it is. I don't think it's necessarily viable or good, but probably better than this. But you play Ancient Tombs, and you play Frantic Search, and it is playing Burning Wish, and then you have at least some reanimation spells you can get with Burning Wish, and Frantic will power up your Cabal Writ so that they're giving you +3 mana, while at the same time fixing your hand and accelerating because Frantic Search accelerates with Soul Lands. The problem with that is mana base is sloppy, you're paying even more life, which makes Reanimate worse, makes you worse against aggro decks, which are already pretty tough unless you can make it happen quick enough. And of course, Frantic Search is going to give you diminishing returns because you go down you go down a card when you cast it. I think probably the most viable way to play the deck, at least theoretically, I would have to test it, but I think you just need mana rocks and build it similar to how Eminent Domain is built. Because you don't need a high number of Storm for Dragonstorm, and it's also fine to just cast the Volcanic Dragons. In fact, you could even leverage both Wildfire and some number of Dragonstorm. Maybe you don't even play Dragonstorm main, or maybe not all three. You lean more on Burning Wish, but I'm talking the diamonds, like Fire Diamond and Sky Diamond, Ran Dynamo. Like, you need cards that give you more mana. Like, Lotus Petal is not gonna cut it. 1 mana for 1 card just doesn't work when you're trying to get up to either 9 or 11 mana. Maybe it drops black and just plays, you know, with mana rocks. Maybe even the LEDs. I'd really have to look at it, but I think it's a better plan. Then you could be playing cards like Fact or Fiction. You could even play largely islands and play Gush and play some fixing, but then rely more on your mana rocks to have your other colors, or just red if you just go blue-red. And it would just not be that big of a deal if you draw a dragon, because already Eminent Domain plays the 5-mana dragons. In fact, you could play those, but I don't know, you could make a solid argument that a 4/4 dragon for 6 is better than a 5/4, or a 4/4 haster for 6 is better than, what do you got, a 5/4 for 5 that dies if you don't have an artifact. And I think Burning Wish could actually be a really good card for Eminent Domain anyways. I don't know, I think it would be an interesting space to explore, and I think it would be successful, more successful than any sort of ritual-based Dragonstorm deck. Because the problem is, you need to be turning on Cabal Ritual, right? Which is why the Frantic Search is probably a better plan. But you can't really go mental noting, and it's still not good, right? Like, Frantic Search, you're drawing in a linear fashion, you're drawing into more and more dragons. You don't want them in your hand. You still don't want them in your graveyard. So you could play something like Mental Note, which honestly I think would just be better anyways. Just like some amount of Mental Notes and Reanimates, I think would be a better deck. Like, if I were to try this style again, I think I would play Mental Notes and Reanimates and not play any Duress. It could actually be pretty decent now that I think of it. But either way, I don't think a traditional, I call it traditional, but an approach like this is good enough. 9 mana is too much, confirmed. So Phil, thank you again for sending this donation deck. My apologies, we got absolutely crushed, but I think I certainly learned a lot. I hope this was at least educational and informative, gets the ideas flowing, and I look forward to the next time I try to take a stab at Dragonstorm, because there's definitely some things that you can do. I don't think this card is worth completely just throwing by the wayside. I think there might be something there. We just got to find it. So thanks again, and see y'all in the next one. Keep on Dragonstorming.